Welcome in here. We're in the sports laboratory. I'm with Mikey Howe here. We're welcoming you to episode 4 of Flag Football tonight with Patty Ice and Howe. And I want to welcome, we got a couple special guests this episode. We're going to pop them in after they get through security and all that kind of stuff.
We're at an undisclosed location in the laboratory, as you guys can see behind us. Can't tell you where, so.
Or what we're doing either.
Yep, but it's a big security clearance. Got to get them in here.
Yep. So we expect them in, very shortly, and we're going to welcome you. We're going to interview them, and we'll welcome you into episode 4. Let's get it. All right, word. Welcome back to episode 4 of Flag Football tonight with Patty Ice and Howe, and we got some special guests. Our first guest ever in the podcast. We got Jake and we got Dylan. So welcome in, boys. Appreciate you for hopping on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Couldn't have picked a couple better guys.
Yeah, we got some island gods over here, huh?
A couple veterans. Veterans.
Go.
Say that again.
I said we're just ready to fucking go, boys.
Yeah, I'm about to see it.
Season's starting up. We're getting there. Week 1. We're finally here.
Jake, we want to let's start with you. Okay, so we'll go through a few things, but Jake, we want to start with you. Obviously a defending, champion from the first session. I'm going to go ahead, and I've said it before, I'm going to go ahead and give you the MVP. I know we didn't do an MVP, but I think
for season 1.
Yeah, I think everyone pretty much agree. MVP. So now Super going into the third year, I mean, you've had nothing but pretty much success. One play away from making the championship last year, and then first session, obviously you won it. So what do you think it takes to build a really successful team in this league? Especially since there's no super teams. It's just every year everyone's starting the same at an even keel. So how have you had success, and what do you look for to build a team?
Oh, 100%. Like you said, with no super team or something like that, it's chemistry. 100% get your guys the way you want them. Make sure that when you're playing with them, they understand, like, there's times to argue with each other and stuff like that, but you just have to build that chemistry. That's all it is. There's no super team, as you said, so you can't have guys bail you out as you could, like, with a lot of other leagues, which makes this league special, I think.
Yeah, I agree 100%. 100%.
Things where you could be a top quarterback, but you're throwing to, say, a 10th round pick, he might drop a couple of those.
Yeah. And you got to keep him engaged too,
As a quarterback, but especially as, like, one of the veterans, you have to keep him up.
Right.
You got to get in this game. You got to get him in there eventually, and he might be wide open. You have to have the confidence to get that ball to him.
Yep. Yeah, and like you said, the positivity of where that kid might drop that 4 or 5 times, and then it's like, continuing to look back his way, given, hey, it's okay, next play, you know what I mean? Not getting frustrated with him. So I definitely agree with that.
So exactly. When you almost every other league, when you have 3 first-round pick receivers and everything, it's like you could throw it up there, someone will make a catch.
Yeah,
it's the goes in this league.
All right, I got a question for Dylan. How did you link up? How did you guys link up and form the Island Gods? How did that initial conversation go between you and Jake?
Well, as many people don't know, might not know in the league, is we live together right now currently.
Okay.
So we had that chemistry all along. We've been playing together for years. So I just kind of came to him one day. I was like, you finally want to do this together. We've been talking about it for years. Let's put the team together. So, and the name was easy, I'm the island, he's the god. So
let's go.
Okay.
It's simple after that, So
contract talks on all that stuff, and I was like,
we won't get into contract talk. What I had to do about the contract.
I do want to get into contracts because that actually brings something up. There was a little bit of a scandal with you, Jake. You were sending out messages to rookies, and you were sending out things, and there was I don't want to say you were cheating, but I did see that long list of a resume you were sending out to other people. Is that true, or let's just say, did you pay Dylan to make this happen? Now, wait a minute. Wait.
I'll answer your question.
Did you pay Dylan to make this happen?
Well, no, listen. I even got a copy of that resume myself.
Yeah, we won't listen. I won't post this anywhere. But did you pay Dylan to make this little thing happen?
Hold on a second.
There were no monetary incentives.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I just
All-
wanted to make sure. All right. That was
The
between us,
production
by the
team
way.
got that one, you know.
That was between us.
Some type of god in the name. That's all. Were my only two things I wanted. After that, I was good.
Okay. So going kind of back to the original name. So obviously you're Greek, right? Since the Greek gods are. How did that name come to part with the Greek gods originally?
Oh well, you
It's
can.
the island as well too, because they're the island gods this year too.
So obviously, year one, we're trying to get everything going and all that stuff. I was extremely lazy, didn't pick a team name. Like, hey, I need one within the hour, bud. Like, you're the last one, and I'm like, oh fuck, all right. And like, I'm just like not into it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm blanking out. My fat ass is fucking eating like 2 or 3 gyros, and I'm like, fuck it, Greek, that works. And I'm like, what goes with Greek? I like Zeus and Hercules, Greek gods. Boom.
Greek gods. man.
Wow, I always thought you were Greek.
So you're not Greek.
No, sir. I'm sorry, Tambo. I know we had a conversation on that, but
He's like, I was lying to people, but
I was
Wow, so he's not Greek. Okay.
I was gyro.
And Dylan, why are you called the island?
I mean, this goes back to when we started the league with like 14 guys. I used to have battles with Jeremy Vieira back and forth, and I'd post little funny things like the Darrell Revis picture on there, and I don't know, the name just kind of stuck. I mean, Howe knows I'm capable of
I
playing
played
in
a
a high
session with you. I
level.
know that, Dylan.
I used to always call him the island. He's a lockdown corner.
I played a session with him. I know that.
Yeah. Now, do you think that helps or hurts you that people go into a game and say, "Hey, this kid's called the island," or "He's known as the island"? People are naturally probably going to want to target you.
I think
they want to go.
Dylan.
Now, does that do you like that, or are you like, fuck, I just want to break this game? Or do you like being the target every game?
No, honestly, I love it. I love the competition in this league. I enjoy playing against the best guys like the Chads, for instance, the Chicos. You know what I mean? I enjoy playing against the best guys. I enjoy having those guys, come against me one-on-one or even just come into my zone. You know what I mean? It puts a target on my back, but at the same time, I feel like it can put a little bit of fear in some of the quarterback size. I'm not saying I'm elite. I'm not saying that at all. But people do have to respect me over there and be like, oh, Elliot's over there. So
no, you respect it. No, 100%, 100%. Okay, so the next thing is just kind of going off. I don't want to say off script, but so far, obviously, you guys got a lot of drip with these jerseys.
Yeah, those are nice.
In your opinion, you don't have to say the worst. You can if you want, but who had the best jersey so far and who had the worst jersey, in your guys' opinion?
Yeah, what are some jerseys?
Not including your own, because I know you guys might say probably yourself, and I think your guys is honestly top 3, maybe the best.
Jake, you want to go first on this one, or you want me to go?
Because I'm thinking for a sec.
I'll be honest.
There are some good ones.
I like all this session's jerseys. My worst one I do think is Revenge, but even theirs, I don't hate theirs. It's just a lot going on. Same thing with drips. Everybody loves drip checks, but I feel like it's a lot going on the jersey. But I'm not rocking their jerseys. That's the good thing. I don't have to worry about those ones. If I had to say the best, I'd say actually Wolfpack.
Yeah, theirs are fresh.
I love that Memphis Grizzly color. I like that color scheme that they got. It kind of flows with that jersey, and it just pops. You know what I mean? And I'd probably put ours either second or third. You know what I mean? I think
you guys did really good with like the Aztec Mayan type look. I think that came out really well. I agree to Revenge. Nothing against it. Just I think like with the scribbles and it almost looks like it's scribbled across. I'm not the biggest fan. I personally like. It does have a lot going on, but I like Drip Check. I think they probably might be my favorite, or you guys, like I said. And then I like my own jersey, but obviously I'm biased. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, I have to say I'm gonna take us out of the equation. I think Drip Check is definitely up there. Love them to death. Don't get me wrong, but I think hands down. The fucking pack of Marlboros takes the cake.
I forgot about them. I really did.
Cowboy killer, yeah. Honestly, I like I like the whole idea of it too. I like the idea of it.
It's almost so basic that it works.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry. I can't. Like I said, they're just going to line up their group photo and it's going to be like pack of Marlboros.
Yeah, I hope Joe Page comes in on a cut with a cowboy hat and
Yes.
a horse, like on week fucking 5 or something, you know?
Yeah.
Facts.
So let's see here. What's a team to look out for this year, in you guys' opinion, or a couple teams that you think could be dangerous in the playoffs?
Man, that's a tough one. I mean,
And I know that the season starts by the time, everyone's seeing this, it'll be about 2 days away, but early predictions, let's just say, who do you think your finals matchup will be?
finals matchup.
Not include, how about we'll even do one better, and you can't include yourself.
That's
So
fair.
that will give you your 2 best team.
So to start, because again, as I said earlier, with chemistry, I'm gonna go Drip Check. I think they'll be in there just because they have like 5-6 guys that have played together. So I think that chemistry will play a long ways.
Yeah, they look scary. I played them, and it was scary.
After
I
that,
agree. And Danny's always a baller.
yeah, I think the Honey Badgers had a great draft, to be honest.
Me too.
Yeah, the Honey Badgers will be good for sure.
I think those are the 2 talented teams. Again, it's so hard without seeing everyone play in the chemistry.
Of course, yeah. Still early.
So far.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, I definitely like Drip and I like Honey Badgers. I think if Wolfpack can get their quarterback situation figured out, they can be a team to reckon with too.
Who's their quarterback?
Well, they don't know yet, I don't
I
think.
don't know. It could be Parker, it could be Coop, it could be another kid from what I hear.
Gora. Yeah, Kyle Gora. So they're kind of yeah. Yep, I agree.
I think their best option would be Gora because I think you can use Coop's athleticism a little bit better on the field at receiver. I wouldn't want to waste him back there at quarterback, especially with his size. But that whatever they go with, I'm sure they'll make it work.
Yeah.
Right. I think my sleeper team for this year is Dirty Squad. And that's because I don't know how much of a sleeper they are. You know what I mean? So I can't really say sleeper, but they after watching the way that Dennis played last year and like the step he took from first session to second session, and I think his team he got even better, and they were like a play away from making the finals last year. I know the talent got better, but that's my sleeper team that you're gonna see every week. Kind of be like, oh shit, like here comes Dirty Squad. That's my opinion. So, and then I think Drip Check's a heavy, not a favorite, but like I think I can't see a team that's like much like a lot better than them. You know what I mean? Maybe even Keel or a little bit better, but I don't think anybody's substantially better than Drip Check right now.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's the best part of the draft league is, you really never know who can win. I mean, what seed were you guys last season?
9th seed.
That was the thing. You guys were the worst seed going into the playoffs, right?
You never know in
like
a format like this.
It was like we were 9 or 10, but yeah, we were at the bottom. And then the playoffs this year is kind of crazy. So it's 10 teams make it, 9 guaranteed spots, and then there's a play-in tournament from 10 to 16 for 1 playoff spot. And I love that because that's going to be a peppy day. 7-8 teams fighting for 1 spot is insane.
Yeah.
It makes it interesting.
That 9th spot is going to be so huge.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And I like it because it emphasized people showing up to the regular season. You know what I mean? And I think speaking of, availability and skill or whatever, what do you guys, when you're building a team, are you looking for more like, because we've seen the draft, obviously you look at the first round. Some of the guys that slipped are probably lottery picks. You know what I mean? You can make a case for like a Caban. I'll leave it at Caban because I'm gonna end up missing somebody. But let's just say somebody like that. In most leagues, he's a top 3 player. However, you don't know whether he's gonna show up. So when you guys are drafting or when you drafted, were you guys more focused on this guy's? I don't care if he's showing up for two games in playoffs or he's a top tier player. Or are you more focused on I need a guy who's there every week? I don't care. If he's a superstar, but he's really good and he's going to be there every week. Which one do you guys prefer?
You can go first if you want, Dylan.
My first thing I told Jake that we were going off of was availability. You had to be a skilled guy to be up in my top, but if you weren't going to be there, I wasn't even considering you. And for instance, and this is nothing against Duvall, but just based off of how he didn't show up last season, I didn't keep him on my list, my short list. That's nothing against him. He has great ability and he tore us apart. Pat knows when we played against him in the scrimmage, but I just didn't see him working with our team. So I took guys that me and Jake got the list together. We knew guys that we were going to have show up every single week. We're going to buy into what we wanted to do and then fit our scheme on top of that.
Okay, awesome.
That
And
was
what,
our 2 things.
Jake, are you on the same page with Dylan on that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is basically going back from even year one with me. It's availability and then willing to work with a team, and then that's probably the first, I would say, maybe 5 rounds. After that, it's availability, but what we need for our team. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
we needed one speed guy, then we needed one big guy. So that's after like the 5th round, what we based it off of.
Yeah, you guys have a physical team this session for sure.
We got some big
After
boys
playing the scrimmage, you guys have a physical team.
100%. And you were, Pat, what were you saying about me and you were kind of talking about like the new talent. So
yeah, a lot of rookies in the league, but they can be potential top 5 picks. So how do we feel about all the rookies in the upcoming season? Do any stand out to you guys so far?
you guys think that's going to change it?
On your team actually too, and Curtis, right?
Yes, sir.
So you guys have a top rookie on your team.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jake.
No, I was just gonna say, I love the talent because I feel like me and like anyone else, I would rather just keep playing the best, win or lose. I don't want to play people that suck. Like, no disrespect to anyone, I'm not saying that, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
My only concern is I'm just hoping that with all the new talent, the disrespect stays at a low. I don't want these past 2 years have been a little bit on the shaky side, but not bad whatsoever. I don't want to pass that gray area because that's
where dude's looking at him and saying, he's better than the next dude, and just kind of look at him and being like, I'm better than you, and then I know exactly what you're saying, and then the arguments start, and we don't want that for sure. And I think that's what makes this league so great is that I've gone in arguments with kids where you're and I've seen it borderline fist fight, and then once you walk off the field, you dap each other up, and you're like, hey, and it's left. Everything that's done on the field is left on the field. It's never personal. I know tempers always go high, but I think that's what also makes this league special is
there's that line.
There's been fights and everybody,
and it's competitive. That's my favorite part about the league.
Yeah.
The main thing is for fun, but it is still competitive for sure.
Exactly, especially after too. Like I said, I just don't. I mean, you've seen a lot of other leagues around the area. They're gone now because there was too much fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting with the refs were fighting with the guys. Those leagues don't exist. As long as like that doesn't, I don't care how competitive. As long as we don't get to that point.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm guilty of it too. I could definitely be a hothead on the field and stuff too. So it's everybody has to make that little bit of effort to.
What do you got cooking up out there, Dylan?
Make the next step.
Making tacos, sorry.
It's Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday.
I just got home from
Is it
work.
Tuesday?
I'm trying to
I don't
cook
even
some
know
tacos.
anymore.
Yeah. Oh, you're fine. So
I love it.
just a couple things left. Jake, the fans have been asking. There's been a lot of questions. There's been rumors. There's been stuff going on. People want to know, what are the actual size of those tights? Are those an extra small? Are those an extra? No, just don't answer that question.
I can confirm because he orders off my Amazon account. They're extra small. It's kid size.
Oh my good God. All right. Moving past that. How long do you guys actually, the real question is, how long do you guys actually see yourselves playing for? Are you guys in this for, is this going to be a long-term thing? Or you guys, we're all getting to close to our 30s. I'm 30 next year. I don't know if you guys are already 30. Is this coming to the end, or is this just the beginning for the Island Gods and flag football in general for you guys?
I mean, me personally, it's just the beginning. Like, I didn't know about this stuff. Like, I started playing flag 2 years ago. Like, I didn't know about any of this stuff. 21, 23, 24. Like, I feel like this is just the beginning. As long as
hold on 1 second. We got a special guest. I just want to show this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
The podcast is getting real.
What's good, Scott?
What up, guys?
How are you doing?
Welcome in. We got a new live guest here.
Are you bringing this? Is the shop on going to be there on Sunday?
The shop will be there. We got some
Nice.
food, drinks.
Come by the shop, guys, on Sunday. What time you opening up shop? You going to be there?
Right after my game. So I'll be open by 10.
All right,
Okay,
perfect.
10
You guys heard it first. 10 o'clock.
We're
Yep.
food, drinks, beer, maybe some shots. We'll see.
Okay. Good seeing you, Scott.
Nice seeing y'all. See ya.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Scott.
All right. So, what else do we have? Anything else?
We could very quickly, if you guys want, we can really quickly go over your picks for week 1 if you want.
Yeah, if you guys have time.
Yeah, I got a few more minutes. That's fine.
Cool.
Okay.
So I mean, the first field, it's gonna be what's this? It's Boom Boom Athletics versus the Honey Badgers. I
Am I in
picked
here?
the Honey Badgers to win this game.
No, that's the wrong
All
pick.
I'll be honest with you, Jake, if you don't mind.
Me and Dylan
I
both
think-
Honey Badger alum, by the way.
We're Honey Badger alumni, and I'll say this: I think Boom Boom might pull off the upset.
An upset.
And this
Wow.
is-
So we're
this
under.
Oh,
This is nothing against Badgers. They played us great, and they beat us on Saturday. I mean, on Sunday this past weekend.
Okay, so you guys scrimmaged them already.
We
Yeah.
scrimmaged them. It was a tight game. We were missing some guys. They were missing some guys.
yeah.
Came down to a tight play at the end of the game. We won't go into what happened there, but
I heard Ricky.
Well,
Shout out Ricky Green. I did actually hear about that. Ricky Green, last round pick, game winner.
it's not even. It was a good game. We were back and forth, but I'll say this: I think Boom Boom, you guys come in with all the chemistry, and you're the defending champs. So
I love to
I'm
hear
going to
it.
put you guys as the favorite, even though Badgers might be the on paper favorite based off of rosters.
That's fair.
But
Okay.
I just go based off of previous results and what you guys got rolling. So I'm gonna
Awesome.
say, I'll say 72-65.
Wow.
Shootout.
That was fun.
Shootout. What about you, Jake?
I'll keep it straight. I think, as I've been saying the whole time, I think Boom Boom wins probably by, I would say, about 14. I think
Wow.
I think Badgers on paper have the better team. But again, go back to that chemistry. You have chemistry. Jimmy's easily a top 3 quarterback. He's not throwing to any guys he knows, maybe outside of Chad. That is it.
Right. So it might take a little while to get going. Okay.
They're
I
gonna
like that.
I think they're going to be there for the championship, but I think it's going to take them a few weeks to get going.
Yeah.
Understandable. Yeah.
I saw in that scrimmage, Jimmy, amazing quarterback. The guys need to learn how to catch his footballs, though. He fires those fuckers in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He throws a fucking laser.
I'll tell you who can catch it though is Chad. So
Yeah, that's going to be scary. But all right, moving on. Ghosts versus Island Gods. We're going to skip this game because me and him already talked about it. And I think I would say you guys would probably pick the Island Gods to win.
I don't
Close
know.
game.
I watched the scrimmage. Ghost had a scrimmage against, I think, the Marble Lights or whatever the fuck they're called after us.
It's those Newport. They were playing the Newburyport Newports.
They were raves. They were knockoffs. They weren't even the real ones.
Looked extremely good. I'm not gonna lie. They looked really good. Their
it'll be a
quarterback,
good game.
I wish I got to watch this game.
those hips, that vision,
Yeah.
it was great. Chris, those hips, dude. It's like Peyton Manning, Michael Jackson had a kid, dude. It was real.
Yeah, no chance Howe will be there at 8 a.m.
My game's at 8. I'm saying I wish I could watch
Oh,
it. 'cause
that's
I
right,
mean,
actually. That's
fucking
right.
asshole.
Go ahead. All right, 9-10 on field 1. We got Outsiders versus Wolfpack.
What do you think, Dylan?
I'm gonna go Wolfpack on this one, and this is only because I have some insider information.
Oh,
I
Wait a
heard
minute.
that the captain of Outsiders might be missing the game.
Tambo?
I heard that from Wolfpack people that they don't expect Tambo to be there. That might
breaking
be.
news.
that might be
First,
Oh, wait. Are they just stirring this up because they're playing?
is this legal to release this on Friday?
No, we're going to have to edit this out.
No, this gets released. We're gonna stir up all of it. You know, if you're coming on the show and
So
you say some
who would
shit
be
like
their
that, it's
quarterback?
out.
I don't have their roster in front of me, but I don't know
I
who their
would
quarterback
guess that. I would guess that his son would be the quarterback, but then again, if he's away, then would his son be away too? I'm not sure how it would work out.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Well, I don't
What
know,
do you
but
What do you say, Jake?
I think obviously if Tambo's there, that's a fucking massive deal. If Tambo is there and his sources are completely false, I think.
So you believe that could be the case, that's false?
If Tambo is there, I think the Outsiders win, just because I think it's going to take a few weeks for Wolfpack to figure out their actual quarterback.
I'll go with
and
that
I said
too.
the same thing. I think they're going to be really good. I just think it's going to take them 3-4 weeks. Right?
Mhm.
But the only problem is with 3-4 weeks is it's a short season this year. I think it's 1 or 2 less games. So 8 weeks isn't really a long time. You know what I mean? Plus with that,
these games are going to be big. These games are going to be big.
You start 1-3 or fucking you lose 3 games to start and you're like, uh-oh. You know, you're already in catch-up mode. So that's another thing to consider. It's like you have that play-in tournament. Not everybody makes the playoffs, and it's a short season.
Yeah.
All right.
How fast.
So next field we got Flaming Hot Immortals versus Blue Storm.
Fire and Ice.
Stay out of this one.
Fire and Ice. You know who I think?
Yeah, and it's not Blue Storm.
I think Flaming Hot because, and I'll answer that. I think Flaming Hot wins because I think Walter's going to have a massive game because from last year, obviously Bover and Walter have a lot of chemistry from Blitz.
That whole team, kind of, right? Don't they have a lot of players on that team that have played together?
I mean, they have Carlos, obviously. I know they have
Walter, Bova.
So they're gonna have chemistry in week 1.
I think I Flaming Hot just because, again, I think Walter's gonna have a massive game because he wants to beat Blue Storm. That's my.
He was on that team last session, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Walter's coming for you.
To note that.
Walter, take him out.
I don't want Walter coming after me. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I love that. What do you think, Elliot?
No, I think Blue Storm loses. It's a close one.
Wow,
I think it's a very close one. I think Flaming Hot. You guys looked good in the scrimmage. You guys looked good in the scrimmage, and I want to see what Lamar can do in this league, if that's going to be your starting quarterback or if it's going to be Tyler. Either way, I know Tyler's capable of playing. But I think Flamin' Hot just has a little bit more chemistry, a little more time together. They've played in other leagues.
Yep.
So I'll go with them, but it'll be a tight one. I'd say like 61-56, something like that. It's like a one touchdown. It's close.
Okay. Hope to prove you guys wrong the next week.
Who do we got next? Revenge versus TD Mafia.
Oh wow.
What do you think, Elliot? Going back to you, Elliot. What do you say?
I'll go.
I think I had TD Mafia, but
I'll go TD Mafia, but I'm not happy with the pick.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's going to come.
This is a pickup.
I think originally I had a TD Mafia, but I don't know their scrimmage when we all went to Dragon High that day. TD Mafia had guys sitting around. Revenge lost their scrimmage, but they had all their guys. So I'm actually switching my pick. I was originally with TD Mafia because the Jordan effect.
Yeah. But
because he is that good of a player. But now thinking about it, Revenge might be there early. They had all their guys for the scrimmage. That, as we've all talked about, that goes a long way. That chemistry, they've all played together. It's week 1. I'm changing my pick. What about you? Jake? What do you think?
I think Revenge actually sneaks this one out, like you said. Jordan is obviously top 2, top 3 quarterback and player in the league, but again, he's not playing with guys he's familiar with. I don't think at all. I think there's maybe one guy he's used to. I don't think anyone really knows. I think it's just I'm hoping that doesn't get him mad to off his game. We've seen that in the past, to be honest. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen.
Okay. Do you think that potentially he could, if let's say, hypothetically, TD Mafia goes 0-2 to start, does he stop showing up? Or
I don't see that from Jordan. I think obviously Jordan.
I don't either. I don't either.
He's too competitive.
Yeah,
He's going to show up.
I really don't, and I'm hoping I'm right with that, to be fair, because if that's, again, as we've said, if that's the case, that's the one thing that sucks about the draft league. It's like, well, you just lost your best player and your starting quarterback.
I hope that doesn't happen.
I think he's too competitive and he's too good of a player, and he's gonna single-handedly win them games this year. Yeah. Honestly, in my opinion,
I think and hope that even if they start 0-1 and 0-2, he's gonna want to keep playing to get him good, just to prove people that he can do it without, again, a super team.
Yeah, and that is a big point.
Okay.
Moving on to Tiger Blood and Drip Check, but that is a big point, like you said, is I think a lot of dudes coming into this league who have played on super teams, played on teams that have won a lot, but they kind of got something to prove, maybe in their own heads, where it's like, okay, I've shown I can win, but can I win with players I haven't played with before? Am I really on that level where I make that much of an impact where it doesn't matter who's around me, I make everyone better?
Facts.
And that will be interesting to see.
All right. So on the next field, we got Tiger Blood versus Drip Check.
What do you think, Elliot?
I know Caban is. I feel like he's definitely going to show up just because he's playing Drip Check, and there's going to be some bad blood there.
Yeah, that'll be a competitive game.
Oh, I forgot. He was supposed to go to Drip Check, right?
Yeah,
He
and
could have.
There was rumors, right? I'm pretty sure there was rumors going around that he was going to Drip Check.
I think they wanted him.
yeah,
But
Danny was going to take him, but he switched it up, I believe, last minute and took Deuce instead.
Yeah.
can't go wrong with either guy there, honestly.
Not obviously, you can't go wrong either way on that. Again, I really think, again, I keep saying this like a broken record. I think Drip Check just has too much chemistry.
Yeah.
I think they win this game pretty easily. Not because Tiger Blood isn't good. It's just that, again, I think they're more talented and they have chemistry. So I think the first game, Drip Check wins by 2.5 scores.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a big margin as well.
Yep.
All
I
right.
think Drip takes that easily. Just because
And not to say that Tiger Blood's not that good. It's just you're running into a fucking powerhouse week one, and that's
Week one.
it's tough.
All right. Well, we all picked Drip Check on that one. So
Yeah.
Dream Killers versus, we got 2 games left. So it's Dream Killers versus Cowboy Killers.
Newburyport, Newports.
I'll tell you what. Can I start off on this one? This is the game of the week. I'll tell you this.
Wow.
I said the same. I think. Well,
I
the
think
next
so.
game's big too, but this is a great game.
I'll say this. This game is potentially like the biggest even matchup, I think, because if Joe Page can take the reins of that team and really control that offense, they can be really effective.
Mm-hmm.
You got the
I agree.
offensive player of the year on that team. I mean, that's enough said right there. And then you got Ivan, who's a top 5 defensive player in the league.
Yep.
You know, you got a
Year one defensive player of the year, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a baller on both sides of the ball, you know, and it's just going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a dogfight.
Me and you said the same thing. It's really about, it's going to come down to Joe, and I think he's more than capable to lead. They played Wolfpack and they won, and they played really good in the scrimmage. So, you know, excuse me, yeah, they played Wolfpack and they won. So, you know what I mean? He's more than capable.
I can't wait. I'm gonna purposely stay, like Dylan said. I'm gonna stay to make sure I watch that game because again, I think Cowboy Killers have like the better team right now. But again, as you said, it goes on Joe Page. I want to see how Jay does again, just like I've been saying to everyone else, how he does with guys he's not familiar with. That's going to be huge.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. I only seen him in that pickup game where he played with guys he didn't know, and I don't know. I don't want to say he was frustrated, but he didn't have any guys at that point where it wasn't like a Tane and Duval. Does that relay in the season where I can't think of their roster off the top of my head, but is that going to have a frustration effect where for years you played with, you know, top tier talent or pretty good guys? Now all of a sudden it might take that. I think that's still going to be fine. Oh, no, we're talking about Dream Killers with Charles. Like, is that going to take him a couple weeks? Either way, I think he's going to adapt. He's that good of a quarterback. But, you know, how many weeks does it take? And then, like we said, short season. You know what I mean? Is it going to take too long? But who's your guys' prediction to win?
Jesus Christ.
No fun.
I think Cowboy Killers win that by a touchdown and a half, just because I'm hoping they design the offense correctly to get Cheeks the ball in space. That's all you do.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't overdo it. Like I said, I think last year they might overdo it too much. Don't overdo it. Get the ball into your playmakers' hands and let them do the work.
as often as possible.
Yep.
Yeah,
Patty.
I got Cowboy Killers. I got Cowboy Killers on a conversion.
Wow.
I think I said that. I think I said Dream Killers by a conversion. So I think it's going to be
Yeah. Either
It's a
you could
pick-em.
pick that game. It's
It's a
either one.
pick'em game for sure.
yeah. And then maybe the game of the year.
We got the WWE match, last game of the day.
What
It's
do you guys think?
Wrecking Crew versus Dirty Squad.
I'll say this: this game is going to be physical, very physical. Probably second most physical to when we play Wrecking Crew, just because we seem to have a bounty in our head from Wrecking Crew. But I think Wrecking Crew pulls this off just because of how physical they are. Yeah, I'll go Wrecking Crew, I guess. But this game is another big matchup, like you said. Could be game of the year. Another pick'em game. A great matchup
Yeah,
first week of the
I
year.
agree.
Yeah. I mean,
I personally think, like I said, I know I'm one of the refs throughout the year to help out and all that stuff. This game might need 2 refs. I'm being real on that, but I think Dirty Squad wins a little bit. I'm saying that just because it's a new season and I don't know how good their quarterback is. He could be good. I have no idea.
Yeah, and you know what Dennis can do.
I know them, so that's why
That's
I'm
fair.
edged by about 7.
That's fair.
I'll say that if Dennis can keep himself in check and keeps the turnovers down, they might win that game easily.
I could see that. And just because Wrecking Crew, they've all played together, or a good amount of them have, but it's a new format. It's like we said, I'd never seen this guy play. I guess he was a great semi-pro football quarterback, quarterback, but semi-pro, and as we've seen in every other league, it's like, I don't know if he's played flag, maybe he has, maybe he hasn't, but you've seen dudes who come from regular football into like a 5-man format where it's like, now you don't have down linemen, it's not tackle, everything like that. You're not reading the field quite the same as you're reading a regular football field when you're playing tackle or whatever. So maybe it takes him a week or two. So it goes back to what you said, Jake, about Dennis. And I think that Dirty Squad has a slight advantage, but I wouldn't be surprised either way.
Yeah.
So I think, like I said, with that, like him playing semi-quarterback, again, don't know him yet. Could be an amazing quarterback.
Right.
I might shoot myself if I keep hearing the same thing over and over with semi-football guys. It's, if we had fucking pads on, we'd be story. This is not semi-football. This is flag football. Big difference. It's physicality, but it's not with pads. We're not putting pads on. Get your mindset out of that.
Yeah.
Right. And you can be physical, but there's going to be a line there. You know what I mean? And it's not, you can't next play, jack this guy up. You're going to hurt your team. You're going to get a flag or whatever. Like, so I know what you're saying in the sense where there has to be a line drawn where you can play physical
to get everybody in your roster involved too. So, those guys might struggle getting those lower picks involved in the game. You know what I mean? And those guys will make plays in a playoff run. You get their confidence built up. They'll definitely make some plays and be important to winning a championship in the league.
But building off that, I think, like you said, you got to get those guys involved sooner than later, because you never know who's going to be there in the playoffs. Now you're throwing to a kid who you didn't target all year or something like that. Now all of a sudden it's in the playoffs and he's out there and he's open and you're like, you know what I mean? So that's a great point you make.
Real quick, I'm going to back off that, Mike, and I'll go from experience. Last year, our first round, when we played Pickle Dicks, one of the late people that I didn't know, but I grew him, obviously, Christopher, one of our guys on our team, didn't know him. Good player, obviously not like Jeremy, Ivan, Alex, not like that. Obviously, during the season, dropped a few, kept his mindset right. He finished off. I think he got the 2-point conversion that sealed the game for us.
Nice. Love that.
Right. And that was all
the best part of the
season,
league, right? Like, that's the stuff we love.
That's what it is, though.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. And like you said, it's going to come down to teams. They have to implement those players sooner than later because it could be a problem later in the season.
Yep. Or it could be the reason you win, right?
Win or lose.
So, all right, fellas. Well, hey, that's a lot. Appreciate the time. I think that'll pretty much wrap it up for episode 4. So, want to wish you guys good luck this season. Good luck week 1. Hope you guys stay healthy and ball out. So, good luck, boys.
Thank you,
Nice.
guys.
Same for you guys. Please stay healthy, and I'm ready for the season. I'm ready to play you guys.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I
and
can't
it's
wait.
gonna be a good one.
I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Good stuff, boys.
Have a good
Good
week,
stuff.
sir.
Nice.
You too.
So
So
we just got back from the Tiki Bar, with the Island Gods.
Thank you,
Had a couple
Island Gods,
drinks
for
after
having
the
us.
episode.
had to get a couple drinks.
Want to thank those guys for hopping on. Appreciate you
Ton of
guys
fun.
adding value to the show for sure. We got a couple more special guests coming on in future episodes that we're not going to say who because they're still going through security checks as well.
Right.
But if you want to hop on the show, all jokes aside, we'd really love to have anybody on that wants to come on and talk some football. So
Yeah, that pretty much covers it for episode 4.
yeah,
Week 1 this week. Next episode's going to be a good one.
yep. We'll see you then. Take care. Peace.